prophets, and elders of great millstone. Salutations to all you brothers out there. Once again, telling our people to repent, go for the kingdom of heaven, stand in. Another day closer to two things: destruction and also salvation. And follow this. Right? That's what the Lord is bringing. Remember, the Lord is all about balance. See? When this destruction comes, there is also salvation. And vice versa. When salvation comes, there is also what? Destruction. See? Psalm 18.
Psalm 18:7 reads, "So of thy people was accepted both the salvation of the righteous and destruction of the enemies. For wherewith thou didst punish our adversaries, by the same thou didst glorify us, whom thou hast called."
Exactly. So there is a duality, okay, with the Lord. Like I said, there's going to be destruction and salvation and destruction. So with that being said, which side of the coin do you want to be on? All right. Look, a lot of our people, they're going to be on the side of destruction. Because it says 2/3 of our people are going to be destroyed in this land. All right. They're going to be cut off and die. All right. While the 1/3, they're going to be saved. Okay. The Lord's going to say, "These are my people." And we're going to say, "This is our power." You see? Our people, the problem with them is that they stay in the main family, all right, is they're basically procrastinating. They want to do things, last minute. They want to get on board last minute. And see, the Lord, He wants you to seek Him early, okay? If you're really seeking the Lord early, that means you have faith in Him, You see, this society is taught our people to believe in science, these different relics, which relics are, good, you know what I'm saying? They do hold, some evidence, no doubt about it, right? But the point being, though, is they have to have something tangible, right? The Lord's not dealing like that. Right. See? What you got something on?
No, there's nothing more tangible but His word. It's given me, right? It says, Isaiah 34 and 6, He says, "Seek thee out of the book of the Lord and read, man. None shall be your rest." Right? Because why, man? This is the ultimate right here. This is the ultimate accomplishment of a man's faith, man, being received His word, right?
Hey, so what did he say? Oh, shit is raining. I'm gonna start building the ark. How? He started building the ark when the Lord told him to. Because he had faith that the Lord was gonna bring judgment. Right here, right now, man, the Lord Yahweh Shah says, the coming of the Son of Man is gonna be like the times of Noah. Hey, these niggas wanna wait. And niggas don't wanna be serious till you slap the shot at him. Now he's like, "Hey, bro, calm down, it ain't that serious." But nigga, you didn't see the whole build up till you getting your ass whooped. But when you whoop a nigga ass, now, hey, chill out, bro. That's a black thing. You're supposed to love one another, brother.
18:6, the Lord said, "Hear what the unjust judge saith, and shall not the Most High avenge His own elect, which cry day and night unto Him, though He bear long with us? I tell you that He will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall He find faith on the earth?" See, there's not going to be a lot of faith. The only ones that are going to show their faith are the elect, okay? That goes hand in hand with your work. You got a lot of people that's, they'll say, "Oh, I love the Lord, I believe in God," so on and so forth, right? Hey, but their hearts, being their minds are far from them, as the scriptures talk about, okay? And look, there's that old saying, right? Actions speak louder than words. Look at your actions and your deeds. That proves you don't believe in the Lord. And we will always bring it out. Our people are murderers, and they're proud about it. Look at all these rappers. Look at all these, gangbangers, man. These cartel members. they get off on it. All right? They get off about being a thief, you know, committing adultery. That's a huge thing in our community. It's like nobody can just, you know, just be a faithful, so to speak. All right? You got these women that got 5 different dudes. You know what I'm saying? You got your neighbor trying to fuck your girl, trying to plot and scheme. You know, hey, it's crazy. Like, I'll say this, but if a man got multiple women, right, that all, mind you, that are in order too, all of a sudden that's the worst thing on earth. But that's actually the most righteous, you know, act right there in terms of between man and a woman or women. You see? But yeah, these guys will get into cuck activities, right? They'll deal with, you know, they'll do this deal, they'll have this woman, they'll be like, well, you know, you can go deal with another woman, but, you know, I gotta have my phone too. Right. Then you got, you know, that hey, let's do it, baby. Well, you compromise. You see that a lot though, man. You know, it's a very wicked society that we live in. You see?
Like the knowledge, right? Good, man. I got this St. John 4:23 reads, but the hour cometh, and now is when the true worshipper shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him, right? To worship the Father in spirit and in truth, man, not in this what the world does, man. Right? These are the worshipers that are going to be found faithful. Right? These are the men that are going to be found faithful. Right? Only the elect, right? The rest is going to die therein. Babylon therein, and then hey, the rest of them ain't ready to be round up. It's them that don't want to serve the Lord. The Lord said, bring them in and slay them before me. Right? Children shall start in the house of the Lord first, right? We're gonna wreck shop. When New Jerusalem comes down, we're gonna come down here with new bodies, right? Spiritual bodies and spiritual power. We're talking about Black Adam, we're talking about Thanos, we're talking about the Avengers, we're talking about any kind of superhero, Marvel comics and all that shit. Come to spiritual life, man. We're gonna come down here, wreck shop, and get this place in order. Right? That's right.
Right where, you know, that was supposed to be, oh, that's the evil, you know, Superman. No, actually, that was the righteous Superman.
Right.
Okay? He realized, wait a minute, I'm different from these people. They're trying to contain me and hurt me. No. I got the power. So he just started, you know, thrashing at them. See, that's what's going to happen. The Lord's going to give the men of the Lord those power. All right? People don't realize that these are the Lord's children. No?
Yeah, I want to finish up this right here. Verse 24 reads, Most High God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. The Lord is a spirit, man, all right? Right? You can't, that's why Scripture talks about flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom, man. All right? You have to be spiritually converted, man, and you have to be in a spiritual mindset, man, in order to be.
The spirit and the truth is really the word. Okay? According to John 6:63. So for you Christians out there, you gotta follow the Lord correctly and directly, man. Right. According to what the scriptures say, not what you feel. Because that's the problem with our people. I feel guys like this, not my God, he wouldn't do that. Hey, guess what? You don't know the Most High. Okay? You don't know Yahweh Shah. If you did, one, you'd be afraid. And then two, you would, in your mind, you would be like, you know what can I do to serve the Lord properly? And then you start reading, you know, different laws, right? So you would read about how our forefathers developed, so on and so imitation Christianity for so long, okay, that that's what they believe in now. And they show you that in the movie what was it Birth of a Nation? What was it? Yeah, Nat Turner. It's like with Nat Turner, right? Basically, the white slave owner said, "Look, man, you can read them a couple things, but push this message, right? Push this message, so basically they could be under a spell, all right? So I can control them. And look, I'll give you some freedom." And that's basically what happens to these in modern day. Gatekeepers, as the brother said. All these, pastors, preachers at your local churches, they know what's up. And look, they're all a part of the Masonic organization. And if you're a part of the Masonic organization, okay, whether you know it or not, because there are levels to it, I will say that, but whether you know it or not, you're worshiping a saint, okay? You're actually in a cult, right? They always talk about, you guys are a cult. Well, guess what? That's a cult in itself. That's a cult. It's satanic cult. And that word cult, we got to throw it out there. That word's not even really bad. It just goes back to cultivation. How you're basically done. You know what I'm saying? How you present it. See? They're cultivated by sin. Satan deals with what? Deception, lies, manipulation. Right?
Yeah, there you go. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad word or anything like that, but the words that are presented that are now right now in this English language, which is the most dumbed down, watered down language on the planet, right? Everything is misconstrued, everything is misconstrued, and also everything is that's been transliterated. You can understand, right?
What's wicked about Esau right now, of course, the English language is the most polluted language you can speak. It's the least direct. Okay? But the thing with Esau, what's so wicked about him, he's done a thing called nuisance, where he's taken taking a word and basically changed the definition over time. Right? I'm going to use a couple examples, right? Okay, that's one. All right. Another one is conspiracy. They'll say you're a conspiracy theory. That word really comes from the word conspire. That's not a bad word. Okay. Then there's other words as well. All right. Those are the two that come to mind. You see, Esau, go with the third word of hope. Right? Those are just a few words. Where they push it to you that it's bad, when it's really not. All right. You see that's why you have to be a study. But this world doesn't like studying. They want to be lazy. All right.
And the Satan, man, hey man, the prince of this world, his name is Lily on heaven. Our birds are only being raised in this world, man. Not fed from the heavenly Father, man. World, right? Right? These places are going to destroy you.
I was going to mention, going back to those pastors and preachers, because I forgot to mention, back in the day, those pastors and preachers, right, they gave a little something on the plantation. That's what they do now, right? Every pastor's got a nice, Cadillac, a nice, maybe Mercedes, Lexus, right? They all got, something nice. They got, nicer house in the neighborhood. You know what I mean? They got that house on the hill, right? Just to feed you lies. Instead of telling you the truth. You see? That's why the Lord has controversy when you get their pastors and preachers. Because they don't speak truth. Alright? That's why over the years, that's why over the years, you've been noticing a lot of these different, as I said, church leaders have literally been getting deleted. Right?
You got it's Jeremiah 43 and 1. And he's woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep, right? Of my pastors, saith the Lord, Yahweh, right? He says, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, the power of Israel, against the pastors that feed my people. We have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings, saith the Lord Yahweh. Right? The Lord is going to visit these pastors, man, like the brother's going into, because you have not fed the Lord's sheep, man. All right? You're going in after all what? This is what you can say, man. All right? You're going in all belly, man. You're not feeding the flock, man. You're feeding the flock bullshit, like the brother's going into, the fact that you're feeding them a little bit that what is that's the piece of paper that you get from the theological cemetery school, you know, and you good with that, man. And you see scriptures in there. I know some jobs around in the body for freaking Jake, man. All right, because the Israelite does those things that are natural, right? You know you're going on. You know, this is the key. These damn Israelite pastors, they know that they're going on. All right, they know they're going off, and you're gonna pay. The Lord says you will not visit my people, but I will surely visit you. And you don't want the Lord to visit you, right? We learned that from the days of the movie. The Godfather could say, visit, go pay so-and-so a visit right here on this money. It's not a good visit. He said, go visit so-and-so. He just gives me a favor. That's a good visit. So the Lord is going to come visit this service, prophets the same way. And all you damn niggas out there that ain't doing right, you're going to get visited on that left-hand side, bro.
He had visited that like me. You know, he had said I got a message from the Lord. He thrust that nigga through, man. You know, it's the message. But the Lord the message that we said,
The message of the Lord is painful, right?
yeah, plain and painful, that's what's coming to the wicked, man. But the righteous, they have a good message coming to them, man. Deliverance, salvation, don't have to say, get the judgment to come on this side. But these niggas, they delight in that wickedness. They delight in the have to say, hey, it's all good, brother. You can be in the club, you can be in the grocery shop, with your wife, at church, Sunday. And, hey, I see the pastor, man, because I got like 4 churches around my house. And I'm just walking through the work with today, a couple years back. When I see the fucking pastor, I notice the pastor, he in the Corvette, something crazy. He is something crazy, man. Put it out. He got the top. He came out the congregation. I look at the car, man, this bitch like 18, bro. Yeah, bitch with it. But I know that everybody else in the congregation, the hoopers, man, donuts in the car, man. And first and foremost, they're completely destitute of truth, which they don't want truth, man. These niggas don't want truth. They want to get truth. That's why they go to Bishop Baker, man. That's why they cut on Joel Osteen and feel good about themselves.
And that's the thing with this truth. He said, you know, because these people don't want to be reproved. You see, when you come into this truth, you got to admit that what you were doing for how many years that you were living was wrong and going off. Okay? You have to humble yourself down. That's why the scriptures talk about this, man. Yahweh said it. You got to humble yourself like one of these little children. Right. See, a child, they're not proud. When they do something wrong, they're very ashamed of it. And you got to be in that spirit too. Okay? Especially when you first come into this, man. Because you're like, damn, I was doing X, Y, Z things. I was sinning. The Lord could have killed me. Then you start thinking, the Lord could have killed me. And you didn't, you had mercy. Then you start appreciating it. See, but one thing though, you have to acknowledge these things. And that's one thing that this society hates dealing with, is accountability. That's like kryptonite to these people. You tell somebody to deal with accountability, and that's like pulling teeth, man. That's like pulling teeth. All right, but we got your job. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. 3. Like, you know, me last week. You know what I'm saying? Made that fucking phone. You know what I'm saying? You got me. Okay? That's something the world has forgotten. Basic common courtesy of manners. Alright? That's because really what it person is very inconsiderate. You see? Right?
The actual goal.
Judge 3:19. And this is the confirmation that light is coming to the world. And men love darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil.
So these people love darkness rather than light. That's why you don't see a bunch of people lined up trying to hear the message. We're not even casting a fucking tight go around. Hey, the scripture says what freely see, freely give. This is free. And this is all for your betterment, for your salvation. And these people walk by. But they start, shutting the cities down. You can't work anymore. All right? There's no food in these different stores, right? Fast food restaurant. That's when we're going to see a fucking line from here all the way down to the lakefront. Well, hey, we ain't going to be here at that point. All right? Because guess what? By that point, there's going to be a bunch of troops out here. We're not talking about CPD minors. We're talking about troops that are trained to kill you. And look, no one cares if you film it live either. You're on, TikTok live, Instagram live, Facebook live. No, it's not going to matter. Shut up. You didn't listen to the U.S. government. Shit, fuck that. You didn't listen to the United Nations. Because look, the United Nations is going to come here and they're going to have authority. The U.S. government is going to allow us to have it. They're going to say, you know what? We're going to have these powers. Here you go. So your constitutional rights that you think you have, mind you, is going to be out the goddamn window. And you people are definitely like, oh, I'll do some daddy. The white man told me to do this, so I'm going to do it. If I don't, I'm going to get shot.
And if I may, these are not even rights, man. These are privileges, man. And then the privileges are every day. They got fucking day, man. The freaking privileges are really strict. You don't have no rights. The Constitution been in the document, man. You know what I'm saying? And Donald Trump is proving it today. Trump is proving it. He was anointed by the Most High. He'll set up to do what he's doing, man. It's a beautiful job. You know? We love Donald Trump now because he's bringing on this damn destruction.
Making America great again, man.
Making America great. That's right, he's making America great again. Right. Read it. Trump is doing what he's
I mean, we're legal memorial. That's a heavy statement, though. Look, America was great when they were fucking bombing the shit out of you. When the white man was putting a foot up your ass. That's it. See? That's just fucking facts, man. And the Lord's gonna allow these goddamn devils to do this shit. Look, man, this was you have a couple of them that try to be all fucking, love is love. Look, they don't mean shit. The majority of them, the only reason why they say love is so you can get freak with them. Come here and freak off with me. Come here and prove it. Let's get oiled up. Drugs on me. Diddy's bringing the oil. We're good. You know what I'm saying? Those are that's what you know what I'm saying? Those type of people. They want you to do wicked. Then you got the other ones, which are the majority of them. Look, man, they just want to kill, bro. They're like, fuck, man, I'm itching to fucking chop up somebody, man. I'm itching to fucking eat you. A lot of them in Canada is too violent. I'm itching to just bomb them.
John 3:20. It says, for everyone that doeth evil hateth the light.
So everyone that doeth evil hateth the light. That's why you keep up with Papa does. We preach Yahweh Shah, alright, which is light. That's why you have an issue with us. Really, you have an issue with Yahweh Shah. You agree?
It says, neither cometh to the light, Let his deeds prove. But he that doeth prove cometh to the light, that his deeds may be manifest, that they are wrought in the Most High.
Exactly. So he's got to be reproved before he comes to the truth. It has to. It's just fact. And look, you people can't just say that we brought out information. Right? Like you're going to get classified. Like this is the individual situation.
Pud!
And look, keep moving, bro.
Oh, damn. Hey, Pud!
Hey, the scripture say that what you're going to get saved by like your words is your words.
I'm talking about that.
Never said. That's that. All right.
I'm looking up there.
You got it. You got it. You've been living on this earth for how many years, how many decades? And really, what have you done? Not a goddamn thing. That's why the Lord's going to destroy us. I don't even care if you're one of those celebrities, right? Well, I dunk a basketball. The Lord doesn't care, nigga. All right? The Lord don't give a fuck about LeBron James dunking a fucking basketball. The Lord doesn't care about fucking Denzel, how much he can roll with the ass. The Lord doesn't care about that shit. Yeah, she was in the right spirit.
The Lord is dead.
Legendary status superstar. Lord, who are these people? He was smoked at the time. That's why the Lord Jordan. God damn. Oh shit. The gas station died.
These Doritos, cheese.
You want to get fancy, I look at them.
Yeah, a couple jalapenos and 50 cents. Jeremiah 5:25, 5:23. Yahweh says, but this people have a revolted and rebellious heart. They are revolted and calm. That's the heart of the mind. And you look at these things like completely calm. And these people really need to be destroyed. Because they're insane. They need to be insane inside. These shit niggas say. Anyway.
You see it every day, man. That's why you got people called black people. You're out of your goddamn mind, man. Somebody that's. You're out of your goddamn mind, man. Somebody that's, you're on a train, minding your own business, and somebody just start doing some fucking somersaults, doing fucking parkour on the fucking train. You're out of your goddamn fucking mind. You see that you Jake are literally mentally insane. You just, the only thing is that Esau has to diagnose you, right? And put you in a straitjacket. That's it. Oh, exactly. Oh, because they're going to open up some new ones out. It's going to be called a FEMA camp. And you're going to live in quarter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever it is. And if you get out of hand, they're going to throw you into a rehabilitation program. If that doesn't work, well, try it. Looks like we're going to have to euthanize this one. So that's what's going to happen to you, Jason, man. And look, man, I'm telling you, Hey, the so-called white man, you saw him, he's about to get back to his old self. To his old self. But you know, for the longest, he's been trying to be PC. I don't want to call it racist. Powerless. You know what I'm saying? They've been trying real hard to be, like I said, PC. But now, it's at a point where, look, and I'll say this, man. Now, you know, we are the longest thing wrong. But it's at a point where, so you basically, you saw the justification proves because literally you're out of your goddamn mind, man. You need to be put down like Brad and Anthony. Read it!
There's no way home. Hey, nigga just purchased his uncle for previous uncle. Let's just keep that so we got that's the name for it.
And Jake is an emotional bad bitch. The only thing that he knows how to do is resort to violence. That's somebody that can't live in a society. You are a danger not only to yourself, but others around you, and also to the ecosystem. You've got to be destroyed. That's what the Lord has something special for Jake, man. They ain't gonna be fucking around soon, man. I got this. This is 2 Peter chapter 2, and I'll start at 9. The main point's really in verse 12, but I want to start at 9. The Lord knows how to deliver the godly out of temptation. And we mentioned it earlier, right? The Lord's going to do two things: destroy and deliver. Okay? So it says, but the Lord knows how to deliver the godly out of temptation and to preserve the unjust to the day. But cheap, then they walk after the flesh and love of friends. It says, and despise government. That's when it goes Jake's out there. That you know that you business is right. You know, the different, IUIC, I should pay, car, so on and so forth. You're the worst of the worst because you know what to do and you do it now.
What's our form?
See? I was even paying attention to it. You know what I'm saying? But see, that's the scream that Jason, they know what we're about, man. It's all good, man. It's cool. You're gonna know what we're doing. You're gonna really want to come up to us when the white man puts a foot in your ass. To make people afraid. It's like, bro, no one's afraid of you, man. Wow, cool. You grunted a little bit, proud. Okay, cool. Now,
Next thing
now,
pull out the strap, you know, this is what they do. This is all they want to settle this problem, right? And this is the situation that this whole world is in, man. You got this going off, man. It just going off.
that's true. I'm just no preacher and teacher, right? They came out, you know, look at somebody, but they thought that I'm just going to look away. I just kept looking at them. Because they kept picking at me. And he got offended by it. Jake's a fucking cool piece of nigga, bro. Just a fucking nigga, bro. They don't know how to deal with men. That's what it is, man. Our people have been so fucking destroyed, they don't know how to deal with a man. Because they get raised by that single mother, that black bitch, man. That's why they're all fucking soft, highly emotional. That's why they have this thing called nigger moments.
No, man. There's no boys for life.
Exactly.
Boys
Fucking
for life.
boys.
Boys for life, man.
他们隔天早上8点就开始领，然后你就知道他去。
Boys, boys, man. Boys and boys. Single black women. Can't do anything themselves. You know, you see the one NBA guy that drafted the other day, you see the outfit he had on? The faggot ass outfit he had on, man. Oh, my mom, she said, this is for her, this is my mom. Then Meg something about his dad, you know, and said a little thing about his dad. And it's like, you know, I don't know how that works, man. Because you niggas come in and say, I had a feminine ass going out with her, and he said, I had no, he said, I had no say so in his outfit. Every time I said something, they veto me. This is wrong as hell. That's a wrong man. Go to the NBA.
It's funny. They'll like you right sometimes, but they're really softest motherfucker with big mouth. Alright? When your woman tells you what to do.
Yeah, she got his nuts in his pocket. She got his nuts in his
Soft game. First, chief, they're there long there for pleasure, the love of cleverness, and despise government, meaning they hate the border. It says, presumptuous are they. These people are very presumptuous. It says, self-will, instead of listening to counsel, attaining wise counsel, they do what they want to do. It says what? They are not afraid to speak evil of people. Why? Proud. Verse 11. Wherefore angels, which are greater in power and might, without granting accusation against me before the Lord. But these, as natural brute beasts, may be taken and destroyed. All people, the majority of them, are brute beasts that are made, taken and destroyed. That's what the Lord's about to do. Good. We can actually enjoy it. Hey, follow the laws, man. It says, speak evil of things that they understand not. They don't understand it. Even that they speak. All that mockery. You won't say mockery. Fool, man. Mockery and reproach are from the fool. The Lord can deal with you. That mockery is wrong. Alright? And it says, but these are natural things make mistakes because people are things they understand not, and they shall utterly perish from their own life. And look, at the end of the day, that thug culture and mentality, like black culture, is what? Edomite culture at the end of the day. It's going to lead you to destruction. And we see it every day. This person got shot at 79. That person got shot at 95. This person got shot at 39. Same shit all day every day is going on for fucking years. And you still got fucking culture. That's the result of following something so long white people. He was a death star. So if you want to follow after that, enjoy death. Enjoy being on, a fucking t-shirt. Spray painted on a fucking t-shirt. You hope that
ultimately the Lord's creation, but he's something that is all over. everything that you do and say is according to his fucking power. And you say, fuck your own power, man. So guess what? Fuck you. The Lord don't give a damn about you. He's going to let his people die. He's doing it every day. The Lord is the only one to put breath in you. And he's the only one to put breath out of you. Who you think is killing these people out here? That nigga might got a gun in his hand, but who put the gun in his hand? Shit, the Lord put the spirit on that nigga to kill that nigga. Esau? The Lord put the spirit on Esau to kill you niggas, man. Wake the fuck up, Jake. It's too late. Wait. Do it now.
Luke 10:16, this is what y'all assassinated. He that heareth you, heareth me. And he that despiseth you, despiseth me. And he that despiseth me, despiseth him that sent me.
So look, Paul hates Abu Bakr outside, make the Lord pay righteous. They so enjoy that. So with that, they give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Hashem, Hashem. Also, double honors to the apostles, the elders, the great nobles,
Shalom, Baba Bo. Shalom, Shalom.